Capture the Flag Terminal, where one of my favorite maps. Gotta watch out for the Burger Town choke point, and you certainly have to watch out for getting Spawn Trap and Dream. So a lot of action's gonna be going down on these two places. So I'm really excited to see if Fear can turn it around on Capture the Flag, as Dominance is leading the series 1-0. Remember, guys, first to win 3 games takes it home. This is the finals. It's up in the air right now.
Yeah, I think Dominance's Capture the Flag game is about to be pretty outstanding. They have a bunch of guys who can slay it out on this map, and a lot of long-range weapons, and we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, and I'm telling you right now, guys, we're gonna watch out for Dodgers, and we're gonna have Assassin right now on the player cam, one of the best slayers in the game. So let's see if he can hold it down and turn it around and not have that search and destroy performance he had last game. All right, so let's watch Assassin. Come on, we got to. There he is, rocking that up, and that's an unusual gun choice for Assassin. We usually see him with the FAMAS.
Yeah, Assassin, switches over to an SMG sometimes, and when he does that, he's explosive. So always got to look out for that guy.
All right, guys, I know you've all been waiting. I'm bringing into the booth right now MLG's famous star here, Chris Puckett. Puckett, how you doing tonight, my man?
I'm doing awesome. How you doing, Fliz?
I'm doing excellent, dude. What do you think of so far what you've seen?
Well, I've been watching a lot of the GameBattles lives recently, and this has been probably my favorite broadcast so far. We watched Fear absolutely dominate in the semifinals, but we're watching a guy who's been on a lot of these GB lives. That's Dodgers, and he's absolutely been tearing it up so far in this series. And this whole team dominance, it reminds me back in the Halo days when we saw Team Free For All just put together a whole bunch of individually talented players, and it seems that the skill overall is just dominating the game so far, as Dominance gets the first cap of Game 1 here, or Game 2 here, Capture the Flag.
Absolutely, it's been nothing but an enjoyable game so far, and you're absolutely right about Dodgers. He is a beast, and just like he was in the All-Star Classic as well.
But what I want to know is what's going on with Assassin and Proofy? We saw Proofy go a few games there where he didn't pick up a single death. Now I just see Fear. They're kind of on their heels having to play defense. What's going on?
I don't know. It's a great question. I think you're just seeing how amazing Dominance is, and I think it's really thrown him off. I mean, we were talking earlier, and Fear actually had beaten Dominance 2 days ago in a sweep, a 3-0 series. So obviously Dominance was able to put some tips together and realize what they did wrong against Fear, and they're certainly executing it right now.
And, I'm just watching here, Proofy trying to pick up some kills over at Burger Town, unable to pick up any kills. Meanwhile, in the bottom left, you see nothing but the blue team taking out the yellow team here. It's not looking good for Fear. I highly suggest, Fliz, that we switch over to Dominance. Fliz has like 8 controllers in his lap trying to get over here. Finally, we got Exile on the screen.
You should see me. It's quite comical, guys. We might have to post a picture here. I've got 3 Xbox controllers on my lap right now.
But, so far it's 1-0, 2:40 left on the clock, but what does Fear need to change up here, Hasher? That's what I've been wondering.
I think they need to be a little more aggressive, to be honest. It seems like Proofy is just locking down a position. He's down 1-0, and they need to make some moves and pull some flags. They can't just let Moho do all the work. It seems like Dominance is really working as a team. Dodgers has another flag right now near Burger, and he's looking over here towards the top escalator, and he's got Exile supporting him. It looks like Dominance is just working as a team a little bit more.
So right now we got Dodgers hiding in Burger Town with a flag, and Moho's hiding in the plane with the other flag. Dominance has got a 1-0 lead right now, but somebody's got to return a flag if they want to capture. As Dodgers starting to take a little bit of fire and gets taken out. So Proofy's going to try to run in. Nope. J-Cap's falling up, and it looks like he's going to grab that flag. So all they've got to do is take out Moho right now, and that's really going to get them the cap.
And Fliz, I love it. I was able to just sit back and watch what was going on from the third person's perspective, take it all in, soak it all in from these 3 screens. And what I've noticed every single time is J-Cap has come up clutch. He went 5-0 last game in Search and Destroy, but he's really been very good at protecting the bomb in Search and Destroy, and also the flag now, as Dodgers was running it here on Capture the Flag. It seems like Dominance, although it is a ragtag group of individual players, it looks like they have a lot of teamwork and communication going on.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like Dominance is one of those teams. When it's going well for them, it's really going well, and when it goes bad, it all hits the fan. So I agree. JCap, I believe, has been one of the most improved players in Modern Warfare 2. He was certainly a household name in Call of Duty 4, but I think he's starting to transition over well in Modern Warfare 2. Wouldn't you agree, Hastro?
Yeah, JCap has always been an explosive player, and he really put together a lot of good performances and a lot of customs that we played in, and just really couldn't find his team that he wanted to stay with. And it looks like right now he's kind of found those guys, and he's able to kind of play his own game, and it looks like he's doing really, really well. Came up big in that search, and he's coming up big right now, holding this flag.
And now, guys, you know, I'm a Halo 3 expert. I don't know my Call of Duty nearly as well, but is this a common strategy when both teams get the flag and then just camp it out?
Yeah, I mean, you really just
we often,
sit back.
it's not actually every day you see it where both teams have the flags and are able to
one being reserved, and now we're starting to see it happen. Looks like we're having
And here we're watching as Dodgers picked up a kill up top low, but yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Exile just grabbed that flag, and now we're back at the stalemate.
And here we go, the time is running out. And it is going to be 1-0 there, as Dominance is the only one to be able to score a flag in that first round. Now it looks like we're going to switch sides here, Hastro.
Yeah, and you know, this can cause a lot of variation, Puckett. I mean, you get a side switch, and another team can bring it back really fast. Especially this game's really close, 1-0. So, you know, side change can kind of screw everything up for one team. So, yeah, it's just a matter of what team takes advantage of the side switch here.
Oh man, I just epically failed, boys. I just dropped the call, so if I was saying something mid-sentence and I was gone, that's what happened there.
No one missed you. Just kidding. Well, just catch you up, Fliz. You know, you're controlling the Xboxes, so I know you've seen it, but basically Dominance refusing to give up that flag. Fear wasn't able to cap, and now it looks like they're playing from the bottom base pretty well, or they're playing from the top base now, and they seem pretty just comfortable catching Fear as they're charging in one at a time.
This 1-0 lead, you know, it's not a dominating lead, but the game seems to be so one-sided so far. I'm surprised that Dominance has not been able to pick up another flag cap here.
Yeah, it looks like, you know, Dominance is just going big right now, really big. I mean, look at the slaying totals here if you can. I mean, you have pretty much double positive on the Dominance side between JCap and Punisher, and they're just doing some work.
JCap putting up 12 and 6, not a bad game for him so far. You saw him hiding with the flag for most of the first round, and he's been doing work at the start of the second round here. And check out Exile trying to push in on 3 players, takes out one, but he's going to be taken down. And Fliz, can we switch over to Fear for the second half of this game? I really want to see what they're going to do, because they don't seem to be able to get into the Dominance base, and they need to start putting pressure on if they want to pull out the W here in Game 2.
Agree, and there is no second half. There's 3 minutes left in this game right now, so I think we should switch it over to Fear and see if they're able to pull something together and get a flag here and try to tie it up.
Yeah, it seems like Sharp is making him push here through the plane. He got taken out. Dominance is just not letting Fear inside this area near their flag. So
Proofy's got 18 kills. I think we should put him up here, and I think he needs to step it up for Fear if they're going to try to get a flag, as he's finally not just sitting back. It looks like he's trying to make some ground as he moves in for the flag.
You know, and he picked up a big double kill earlier, but Dodgers was able to catch him with a stun and then the Semtex to take him out. But this is his second push from Burger Town, and it looks like he was pretty successful coming through the library last time. And now I like this, just like he has in the opening video here. They're setting up for that spawn trap.
They're trying to get that Dreams spawn trap, and it's always a good idea to try to get him stuck in there. Hastro, wouldn't you agree, my man?
yeah, I mean they're working on that, but they just can't seem to pull it together. It's just like Dominance they just know where Fear is right now, where they're coming from, and they're not moving out of that base, and they don't really care. They have a 1-0 lead, and hey, if they can do it for 2 more minutes, then so be it.
And we've talked about that before, and that's something you favor. I mean, if you got a lead, hold on to it by playing some defense. I mean, they are not running flags at all right now. They are a 4-man D right now.
Yeah, I mean, people like to stay aggressive, and I do too, but, you know, if you have a team of Slayers like Dominance has, put them all in your spawn. Nobody gets through.
Yeah, it looks difficult to get through there. Every time you see one of the Fear Cats try to go up through Burger Town, we're going to see Moho pulling up attempt here. They don't make it too far, so let's see if he's able to get back there and try to get a spawn trap on, because he's taking shots from Dreams, gets taken out from the library, though.
The problem I'm seeing watching Fear here is they're all pushing, but no one's killing. Dominance has just been staying alive. I've been watching the bottom left this whole time. You only see the blue team as the first name on the bottom left. You never see that the guys from Fear are picking up the initial kills. Finally, we see Assassin pushing here through the middle hall, and he's making his way through Dreams, but seriously, either Assassin or Proofy needs to step something up because we see Moho getting shut down every single time. No offense, Moho, it just stops calling the game.
It's nothing personal, it's just a fact, that's all.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like Doms is really rocking some stun grenades right now, so that's really keeping Fear out of their base, or at least stunned, right around the perimeter, and it's just enough for Dominance to locate those guys and figure out where they are.
And Fwiz, we have 45 seconds left in the game here. I'm going to hop off the mic, but I just want to tell the Call of Duty community, it's been awesome joining you guys for Game Battles Live. We've had a great time producing these shows, putting them together for you. Hope you guys are enjoying them. And there's going to be a lot more coming this year, and hopefully the production quality is just going to go up and up with every single broadcast. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Okay, before you leave real quick, we had Abstract in the forums say that you would not be able to distinguish between a FAMAS and a battle rifle. Do you got anything to say to him?
Sadly, I think I could four-shot him with a battle rifle before he could kill me with the FAMAS.
And that's how he's going to leave the mic, ladies and gentlemen. Not any other way to do it other than that. So with 4 seconds left on the clock, we saw a stalemate for a while in the first half, but now it's 1-0, and Dominance just destroyed Fear yet again in Game 2. So now Dominance is 1 win away from taking the Game Battles Live series, but Fear is still in it. These guys are one of the best teams for a reason, so let's see if they're able to pull something out. What did you see? I know we were talking about it a lot in the broadcast, Astro, but what did you really see, the most key thing about Dominance that was able to take Fear?
The patience. They were just, as soon as they got pushed back into the spawn, they really stunned out, threw a lot of stun grenades, and they were patient with kind of picking off where Fear was coming from and cleaned up the kills.
Yeah, I loved it. And let's pull up the score real quick for everybody, just so they can check it out and see how everybody performed. Proofy was the only person on Team Fear that really did everything. As you can see, everybody went in the negative. Moho 7 and 22. I know he's a flag runner, but he didn't run any flags, and he's still 1 and 3 average kill ratio is never going to cut it if you expect to win a game.
Yeah, I mean, Moho takes that role on, and that's something that's always tough to do as a player, especially on a map like Terminal. So, he was making his best effort there, and it seemed like every time he got close enough, he got nailed by a stun grenade, and they knew exactly where he was. So it's just unfortunate for him. And going to the next map, I think he'll kind of pick things back up. Proofy went big, but you can't really argue with Punisher, Dodgers, and J-Cap leading the way over there, and Exile kind of supporting him.
Dodgers, that Dodgers and Pun, that's quite the duo right there. As you can see, they are our top 2 contenders right now. So, as of right now, we're going to be starting it off with, it looks like we've